Hey guys, this is Huzaifa from my YouTube channel Positive Academy. Today we are talking about finance tips. I already told you regarding how to make money or how to become money magnet. So today we are just talking about finance. And when I talk about finance, the money management is so much important. So today we discussing about finance tips. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing for regular dose of positivity. So first and foremost, when you are having money, it is so much important to manage it. And basically, a lot of people just get confused when they become rich or when they earn a lot of amount of money. They're not able to manage money. But basically, your most important task is to manage. You are a money manager, right? So it is so much important to understand, right? This kind of information, right? So you must avoid buying property on loan, right? Because when you do this thing, right? When you do this thing, then it is actually you are disturbing your cash flow because you are just buying, you are under tap, right? Because you are not having money and you are just going for the loan, right? So it is so much important to monitor your cash flow here, right? So if you are not even capable, then don't even think to buy, right? That is the most important finance tip, right? And before diving deep more into it, I would like to tell you that you always keep a tracker about finance. You must know your incoming and outgoing. You must manage that. Finance tip is basically managing money, right? Managing your money, right? So it's so much important to a finance tracker, right? A lot of people are not even aware of what is the incoming and outgoing, right? And they just waste a lot of money, right? Just like that, even not even knowing or even calculating that what is the incoming and what is the outgoing, right? So property on loan is the worst thing one can do, right? Because you must be willing and ready for its repayment, right? Unless you are not even able to just make it for the repayment, it is not necessary to buy a property on loan, right? You will be into debt, right? So this is the first most important financial tip. Next, start SIP at a very low early age, right? SIP early age, right? So now SIP is systematic investment plan, right? And you must start at very early age. If you take the example of Warren Buffett, he started at very early age, right? Because this type of investment is compounding. It increases day by day, right? You are not even aware, but it will compound, and you will be getting a great amount of return, right? When you do for you just forget the amount you invested, right, for about 20 years or that time, right? And then you will see the result, right? There is the power of systematic investment plan, right? SIP. I already associated myself as a mutual fund distributor, so I know how much it is important, right? When you are managing money, when you are managing your cash flow, right? To start SIP at very early age, right? Maybe around 2025, right? The moment you just start graduate and to know about money, when you come to know about money, it is so much important to start SIP, right? Avoid buying cars, right? Avoid buying car unless you use it every day. This is so important. Now it is not only just about show off or any damn thing, right? But it costs you many major things when you just buy this car, right? Without even noticing that whether it is useful or not. Like you just want to show the society or you just want to make an impression. And for that you buy this car. And this is the worst thing you can do when it comes to finance. It is so much crucial, yeah, right? You must understand this, right? So I hope it is clearly visible, right? What I'm trying to say, right? So avoid buying car, right? Unless it is a major use, unless you want to use on day-to-day basis, right? Then only you can. For example, you're looking for a long distance. Your workplace is long distance, that and then you can just benefit that, right? It is, I mean, it is useful in many different ways, right? This car buying stuff. So you must understand what is the use and the what are the needs and the what are the wants. Wants means you are wanting. It's not necessary. But needs are the someone which is required. Without that, you cannot even survive. Right? For example, if you're having a long job, long going job, or long distance, then you can just definitely buy look for a car, right? Because it will help you, right? But when you are into near and you can just afford by walking or by just bike or any damn thing, then it is not necessary. Right? So you must understand this, correct? And then definitely look for mutual funds, right? And when you talk, when you just listen about these mutual funds, you will definitely listen this statement, right? Like mutual fund investment are subjected to market risk. Look this statement, right? So due to this statement, many of the people just don't even try to invest because when risk comes, then people just think that this is not good, right? Or they may lose money. But you must look at the history and growth of mutual fund when you want to invest into mutual fund. It is so much important to know the history and the growth, right? Because it is different from mutual fund, right? You are having a fund manager, right? And the fund manager knows many different things, right? And so you are putting trust into that fund, and you know that this fund is capable of giving this amount of return, maybe 25%, 30%, right? Depending upon the CGR ratio and all that, right? You must know the profile, you must know the history to know the investment in the mutual fund. And as I told you before, that mutual fund is like when you start an SIP, it's like compounding. When you forget this money invested, maybe for 10, 15 years, then you will see the result like in the long term. Right? So make sure you do this, all this, which I'm just trying to. Right? Try having simple wedding. Now, if you are married, then it's of no use. But if you are unmarried, then this is the best advice you can get, right? Because people spend a lot of money on wedding, right? And they just think this will happen only one time, and just I need to do this thing, right? And make an impression and prove this to the society, right? It is not necessary. You must understand this, right? So try having the simple wedding. This is our sixth tip, fifth tip, sorry. Here I don't own many explanations because it's simple, right? You must understand. Though it happens one time, but you can just make sure you don't waste a lot of money in just wedding. Next, at least 20% of your wealth should be liquid so you can utilize when it's necessary. So 20%, whatever you earn, must be wealth must be in liquid. In liquid means in it's in a cash, right? So you can utilize whenever it is necessary. You must set aside this 20%, whatever you are earning, right? You just divide into that and just make sure you have 20% wealth in liquid so that you can utilize whenever it is necessary. This is the simple statement. This is all about management, money management, right? And it will help you to get rid of all these things. Maybe it's inflation or increasing the prices and many different things, right? As you just go along, right? As the time passes, you can take the value. Like for example, today the value of 100 rupees is somewhat different, and now in the 5 years the value will definitely be different. So understand this thing. And so next important thing is inflation, right? That was I was just talking about, right? Inflation, right? Do not keep huge money in the saving bank, right? No, too huge money in saving bank. So now why I'm saying, because when you put this kind, right, you will not able to buy beat the inflation, because you must be thinking of making money multiply, right? But when you do this savings, it is not multiply. You just stored into somewhere, right? And money is the energy. It needs flow, right? So when you just try to convert that money into a money making machine, or maybe you transfer that energy into something different, right? Into multiplying that, so now your flow is there, right? So it's like when you just put the money in your cupboard or maybe in your drawer, then it is stuck. This energy is stuck. This is not flowing, and even not you are trying to multiply it, right? So it is no use. Understand this, right? Now, do not have the belief that property and car can make you rich. No, it's wrong. Property and car cannot make you rich, right? Property and car is not rich, right? So when you see the top most billionaires or millionaires, you will be able to see that they drive their old car only, right? They just don't look for fancy luxurious cars, or they just want not want to alter the car each and every year, right? So it doesn't. It's like a state. Usually the wealth statement when it comes to property and car, but it's not richness, right? Richness is multiplying the money, right? It's just flowing your cash, right? Flowing through the money, how the money flows, how you rotate the money, how you manage that money. That is the real secret of richness and wealth. When you invest in stocks, when you invest in stocks, pay high attention, because here when you invest in stock, uh, it's so much important because here the risk is so much, right? And you are not even aware whether you are investing the money will just increase, multiply, or what will happen. Right? So it's like so much risky. So you must see the scenario and analyze the situation, paying high attention when you invest in the stock. Right? Never invest in insurance for returns. Right? Never invest in insurance for returns. Right? This is the thing, right? Because when you invest into insurance, you don't know right what will happen next. It's uncertain. So that's the thing. Use credit card for needs, not for wants. Use credit cards for needs and not wants. Like impulse buying. If you're saying some offer or something, and then you just I have a urge, want that I want this one, buy one get one free, right? So it is not a need. But when you are having a pair of jeans that is torn, right? That is of no use, and now it is a need. You need to buy it, right? So analyze that. I already told you before about me. So this is about credit cards. However, I never use a credit card. Credit card is it's just like manipulating the stuff, right, for few days, right? You are just getting credit for 45 days, or then after you need to pay, but payment is there. But a lot of people just forget that. They just think that credit card by credit card, I have just bought this, and so now it's my money. No, it's not your own, right? It is important. So now cancel your credit card before you die. Cancel all credit cards before you die, or inform family, right? So even a small residue or even the small payment will cost your family so much, because when you don't pay for the credit card, the interest rates rises, right? You are not even aware that this amount is spending. Your family and all the people are not even aware. I mean, you're not there. Right? So it is so much important, right? This is the important legacy financial tips that I'm just trying to. So now invest on yourself and then on others things. Right? Invest on yourself first and then on other. This is so much important. But people just do the reverse. They just invest on others and they forget to invest in themselves. Maybe if their health is not proper or any damn thing is happening, anything wrong going on, they won't think. They will just look for other things, which is so wrong. Right? Understand this. Balance your earnings with your saving first. Then on spending and loans, never take unnecessary loans. Means this is all about balancing the savings and earning. That is tracker, right? Which I already told about, right? So when you're earning, you must know how much you are saving and how much you are spending. So when you take unnecessary loans, then you are already spending, and moreover you're into debt, right? So this is the worst thing one can do. So balance saving and earning. This is the next step. Next, always plan for future events on your career, life, spending, and finance. So plan for future on career, life, and finance. Understand this, right? A lot of people don't plan for the future, right? And then some uncertainty happens in their life, and now they're not even knowing about their career, or maybe they're having some problems in life, and they're having problems related to finance, not money, right? Having broke all this situation, right? So you must be ready, right, for what you are saving and what you are having. You're like, you must know and accordingly just work for themselves. Right? So plan for a future career life and finance. And always reserve your savings for contingency and urgent situations. Right? Reserve savings, right? Reserve savings for urgency. Reserve your savings, some percent, right, for urgency, right? Because life is so much uncertain, you don't even know what will happen next. So it is so much important, like to have urgency amount, right? Certain amount must be into urgent. Take for example, if you're having a normal salary account, you can just go for another bank account and name it as urgent account, right? So when it is or unusual happening into your life, you can just definitely think like utilizing that amount of money, like invest in regular health check and do healthy workout every day. Invest in regular health. Invest in regular health every day. Right? Invest in regular every health and do workout every day. Because when you see most of the things, right? Most of the money just goes into health only, right? So much important, right, to maintain your health consistently, right? So you may do many different things, right? Maybe work out or anything, right? And do the regular health checkups after a certain age, maybe 35, 40, right? If you know, then you must do regular health checkups, right, to get ensure that everything is proper in your body, and you are not having any kind of uncertainty about your health problems that may arise certainly, right? You're aware about everything, right? So this is so much important. Do buy adequate term insurance if you have dependents. Do buy term insurance if you have dependents, right? So term insurance is if you're having the child or something, right? Then you can buy term insurance, right? Because if anything like that happens, then you are capable of handling that situation, right? Most of the people are not bothered about it, but this is important, right? When you're having family, when you're having kids, and if you're lacking this kind of insurance, then it may harm you in many different ways you can't even imagine, right? And then your finance will become unstable. You will not able to manage money, right? It's all about money management, right? Money making is so much important. When you become rich, it is so important. But when, to maintain that richness, to maintain their wealth, is also so much important, right? Do not keep everything for children. Live for your life. Wishes, leave the rest. So don't keep everything for children. Live your own life also. Live your life also. Like most of the people, like just think that okay, when I will die, then I will leave everything to for my children, and they forget to live their own life, to enjoy their own life, right? Because we are with a limited amount of time, maybe 50, 60 years, right? And you are just thinking about your child only. You forget that you are also having your own life, right? And so it is so much important to have this step. Next, prepare a will. Like it is said spiritually also, like where it is necessary to have a will under your pillow, right? Maybe next day if you don't wake up, then still you are having a plan, right? So prepare a will. This is so much important. If you have too much money, give it to your friends. They will return with interest in the next. Okay, I think this is unusual, right? So these are 20 tips, finance tips. It will definitely help to secure your money, and even you can just have amazing by just utilizing these tips. So I hope that this video will be really helpful. If you're new to this channel, make sure you like, channel, subscribe. If you like this kind of finance related, money related stuff, do mention in the comments, right? I will be definitely taking your request and just planning more and more finance or money stuff in the future. So see you in the next video. Till then, bye.